Hey you, Meowkaiser coming at you today with the patch 9.5.00 patch notes rundown. There's they're doing another wedding set. It wasn't very popular the first time. I'm actually surprised they're bringing this back, but here we are. They seem to think that people like the wedding set. Maybe it's more popular in Korea. I don't really think it's very popular here in the States. That being said, not too interested in that. Laura got released. You can watch the video that I posted yesterday about my first thoughts on her. I don't think she's going to be competitive. I don't think she's going to be that strong, but it really depends on how her active skill works, as that's not entirely clear. Leon got a new voice actor by the looks of it, so we'll see how that sounds. Codex. Okay. And the voting event will end. So we'll get to see which character becomes the new test subject skin, and if you're line or above, you will receive the skin. Alright, so for now, for the balance changes, Zahir got an overall health max HP nerf for the late game. This matters a lot for late game because of your ability to get double or triple hit. So it'll slightly affect him, but not by much. Jenny's revenge play has been nerfed. She gains less healing from it. This has been long overdue, as Jenny has been kind of dominating high level play. Characters that have healing off of their skills tend to be a little bit more broken at higher levels of play just because you can fight more often. And then they reward you for fighting more often because, especially when you have stats like lifesteal, if you're dealing more damage, you heal more. So it's just was a bit of a recipe for a disaster when she got buffed a little bit too much. Nadine has kind of been tweaked a little bit. She no longer loses her passive stat attack boost whenever Bullseye is on cooldown. And so now she can just use Bullseye off of cooldown rather than trying to use it only to kill people. So it changes how you use Bullseye. So instead of trying to kill people with it, you just use it whenever. Sissela had a max HP nerf for the late game. I think this was mostly just due to the fact that for a lot of levels of play, Sissela didn't seem to get outscaled in late game like she's supposed to be. At high levels of play, she does get outscaled unless she's like stupidly ahead. So this will really encourage the play style of, mid game, early game domination. Try to end the game by spamming Unshackled so that people just die before it gets to late game. So it's to reinforce how Sissela has been meant to be played, which was not just like get stupid amounts of value from her passive through all stages of the game. So we'll see how that changes her. Celine got a buff. She can now reshape into Blizzard Cannon, Grand Hand Cannon, Uranium Cannon. Before you could not reshape into these because they were too strong, but after nerfing Celine, I think they figured that they needed to add power back into Celine, so we'll see how this is. Being able to make Grand Hand Cannon is a very big deal as it's one of the best guns in the game. And on top of that, they completely changed how Blizzard Cannon and Uranium Cannon work. Blizzard Cannon now has 20 bullets instead of 6. Uranium Cannon now has 8 bullets instead of 6 and has 52 attack. So it feels a lot less bad to make, especially if you get, what's it called? Especially if you get the Arcane Stone, decide that's what you want to make. And interestingly enough, they made it so that Kelty has 25 bullets, so that if you did not play a character that has ammo supply, it is actually still worth it to make Kelty. So that's actually very interesting for Kathy players, especially when they get forced onto gun. Because before, if you got Wickline, it just was not worth it to make Kelty because you didn't have the ammo to really handle a gun that only has 6 bullets loaded. So this will make Kelty a lot more viable on people that don't want to run an ammo supply. It'll be very interesting for sure. The image replacements, which have been long overdue for a lot of different items that have the same visuals as other items, has been changed. Most notably, they haven't changed reserve armbands. That one still needs to be changed, but seems like they're taking their time with that. But we'll see what these look like. I'm actually really, I wouldn't be surprised if they took the images from ERBS and just threw it straight into this game. I mean, I don't see why not. They already made the images, may as well. So long overdue. I did notice that there were no notes about fixing any bugs. The game has plenty of bugs, so not really sure why there's no notes on that, but whatever. So here's your little bonus video of the day. I'm still going to be uploading 2 videos a day that are gameplay related every time that there's going to be news from now on. I will be uploading these videos as like extra videos. And with that out of the way, peace.